Hello, my loves. I hope you're all doing okay. I did just have a cry because I have been listening to Noah Kahan's album, The Great Divide, The Last of the Bugs, on repeat since it came out, and I just had to have a cry. What can I say? So if I sound a little choked up, that would be why. Also, this is my second time trying to film this talking segment. I'm very clearly out of practice of filming and documenting my life and talking about my life. And so, yeah, this is attempt number 2, but yeah. This morning, I actually put on one of these charms that I made on my notebook. I'm not sure how I feel about it, if I'm being honest. I mean, the charm itself, I actually quite like. It's my wee house. When I did have an Etsy shop, I don't anymore, just because Canada Post is doing Canada Post strikey things. And listen, I'm all for a strike. I'm all for being part of the union. But it really is quite inconvenient. Same with the bus strike that may or may not be happening. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say I put this on my comment planner and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So, also the mixed metal, not necessarily my vibe, but yeah, I wanted to share some pages. I actually have a lot of work to do in this notebook. I've kind of decorated a lot of pages and I have yet to write in them, but this one is a safe page. No blurring will happen. Yeah, New Music Friday of April 24th. Wishbone Deluxe came out, The Great Divide came out, and Under My Umbrella came out. These two are very sad. This one is very, what's the word? Shoegazy. And so this is like, yeah. Anyway, these are like what's kind of been on repeat recently. Most specifically, The Great Divide. I've been frickin' obsessed with it. Yeah. Another page. Oh, I can talk about my new tech. I got a new phone, which is what I'm filming on, and I got a new laptop, which means I can finally make videos again. I'm so happy about it, even though I'm so out of practice and I don't know really what to talk about. But yeah, last week you would have seen my shopping day. I had a weird day. I very last minute decided to go out before my doctor's appointment, like 2 hours before I actually had to leave. So I had 2 hours to kill. So I went to the mall. I got some shorts. They're jorts, but yeah, I've been looking for a good pair of jorts, and I found some. I also got some more like perfume, and I thrifted some frames. So I finally updated my art wall. Ever since updating my desk, I'm actually gonna flip this. Ever since updating my desk to have this dark brown oak contact paper instead of the black contact paper that I had, I felt like I needed to kind of simplify everything that was on my desk. And so that I have done. And that meant also updating my art wall. It's very minimal right now. I literally just have 3 prints in tiny frames. And then I have 2 custom framed prints as well, which were gifts. I think I kind of showed my art wall. But yeah, if I didn't, I will definitely make sure I do show you. I do plan on hanging up at least one more custom framed piece, but I have yet to do it. So that's what I did that day. And then I feel like I've been very kind of out of it, like out of the present moment, except for when I took this picture here. Also, this was an update of my lock screen. I found this art. I'll leave the handle of the artist on screen, but I found this on Pinterest, and it's of Regulus Black. I love the Marauders. Actually, at the moment, I have a love-hate relationship with the Marauders, but Regulus Black is a character that I kind of project a lot of myself onto. And so I kind of eat up any kind of fan art that I find of him. This one is my newest and latest obsession. So I made it my lock screen. But then I was like on my way home from work. I took a different route than usual, and I like clocked into the present moment, which is something I haven't really been doing. And I just really appreciated the way the sunset was hitting the houses and like the little hill. So I took a picture. It's not the greatest picture, but it did help me kind of ground myself into the present moment, and for that I am grateful. And then 2 days later, I went shopping again. I actually found myself in a different city for an appointment, and I was there very early because bus times. And so I did some shopping. I thrifted a pair of jeans, which is so lovely. And I got a Delphonics pouch. This I ordered on Amazon, so it just happened to arrive the same day. I got the light gray small. I have yet to put things in it, but I am doing some traveling this month. I'm very excited to use it. I was in the market for a new pencil case, and so I decided on the Delphonics. And then I got a book. Let me show you the 2 books, actually, that I got this week, or last week. So the first book is A Happy Death by Albert Camus. I think that's how you say his name, but I am very much into the absurd at the moment. It's kind of a philosophy that I subscribe to, and I want to learn more about it. So I am reading, or planning on reading, some more like philosophical works, but this is a novel, and it's very Kafka-esque, and I quite like Kafka. Camus was very inspired by him, and yeah, I'm very excited to kind of get into this. And yeah, then the next book I got was Agua Viva by Clarice Lispector. I have heard a lot of really good things about this particular book, and it just feels like the spring summer vibe. So I think I'm actually going to take this on my trip, just to have something to read. I was going to say light and refreshing, but I don't know if it's a light and refreshing read. I honestly can't remember. But Meditation on Nature of Life and Time. So, yeah, these are the books that I'm that are on my short-term TBR. I do have another Camus book on hold at the library. I am just waiting for it to come in. I was going to say come in stock. That's not the right word. To be returned so that I can get my hands on it. And yeah, then I have my NHL playoffs schedule. This is the third year in a row that I am watching the NHL playoffs. And yeah, I'm just keeping track the same way that I have the past 2 years. So I keep track of the schedule by day of like which games are playing, which games are being played. I keep track of who won, what the score was, and if I watched it. So the dot means I watched the game. And then, yeah, the underline is who won, and then the score is next to it. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. A big change is my channel. So I kind of documented the birth of Spilled Ink Archive. And, yeah, that's all I'm going to show you in my notebook. But, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I feel like with the spring weather, that is finally here to stay. I'm hoping, fingers crossed for that. I'm hoping with the spring weather, I am going to come back to myself. I feel like, I don't know, I kind of lost my way a little bit. And with immense amounts of therapy and lots of reflection and journaling and yeah, lots of reflection, I suppose, and assistance from professionals, I finally feel like I am at a place where I feel alive for the first time in a long time, if ever. Like, it's a really strange experience, but I just want to document that. And so, yeah, I will talk soon, I suppose.